So we got quite a few trees to take down. Just one of the parks here for a community, and some of these cedars have been dying. There's some firs too, but as you can see over here, there's some dead ones just along the edge of the park. So I'm going to go along each one and take them down. Probably reserve these bigger ones for tomorrow or the next day, but we'll get some of these ones right now. This one here, get this one, and then down at the far end there's probably 4 or 5 trees that need to come down as well. So anyway, I'm gonna grab my saw and we'll start dumping them over and getting all the branches staged kind of next to the tree, and then I'll bring the chipper through and just run everything through the chipper into the woods. As you look from the back of this tree, it's kind of vertical, so it's wanting to be out over here. We're gonna just put a wedge in and reface the tree, so we're kind of in between my truck and this other brush here, and then we'll just put a wedge in it and get it over there. Just so you guys can see, this is all the hinge there was. Pretty small, maybe maximum an inch, but really it's probably like 3/4 of an inch across that stump, and that's all you really need to get that thing over. You need to adjust your hinge depending on what you're cutting, leans, different species of tree, but for this one, this was just fine. We're gonna move on to another tree after we limb this one out. So I got that first tree down and limbed out and cut up. This is the next one here. It's another cedar that's dead. This one's got 3 tops to it. It's not super tall, but pretty big at the base. So kind of walking around the tree, just evaluating it. It's more or less straight up and down, so it shouldn't be any problem just putting some wedges in the back cut of this and tipping it over. I'm going to try and put it in this low spot, so just straight out that way. Obviously want to avoid this bench over here. So my bar is not going to fit through this tree, so we'll do that technique of basically putting the bar in and then working our way around the face. There's a couple ways you can do it. One of them is whether you're doing a Humboldt or a conventional or a Humboldt, doesn't really matter. Once you go to put your bar in, you're just gonna cut half of the tree up. However far your bar will fit in, you'll cut up. And then you can go ahead and put in your flat cut. You can swing under if you want, so make your flat cut first, swing under. But again, this is just, to me, for beginners, if you're still learning to cut trees and you're not real proficient at swinging under for your undercut or over the top for the conventional, just make your angle cut first. It's really easy, and I'll show you as I'm doing it. I'll kind of tip my camera down and hopefully it catches some of this. But make your angle cut first. On this one, I'm just gonna do a conventional. It doesn't really matter. Well, you know what, we'll probably do a Humboldt on this one so that it doesn't nosedive into the ground and just break the tree into pieces. We'll make a Humboldt on this, so I'm gonna make my angle cut first. I'm just gonna gun my sights out where I want it to go, and I'm gonna cut up half the tree. So I'll do my angle cut, come in and make a flat cut. Now I'll work my way around the tree, and you can do 2 things. You can either put your saw back in and work that undercut, or you can bore into the tree, and I'll show you that. You bore in the tree right through your face, and then you can knock half of this wedge out. Once you do that, it's so much easier to see the other half, because now this side's opened up, and as you put your saw in to work your way around, you can clearly see where that bar is in relation to that face cut. So we'll do that. We're gonna make half of this, knock that wedge out, and then we'll go and do the other half, and then we'll have a whole clean face, and then we'll start on the back cut. But again, there's many ways you can do your face cuts. This is just one option if you have a small bar like I have. I mean, this tree's pretty decent size across. So anyway, let me fire it up, and we'll get it all. We'll get the saw fired up here. I got a sliver in my hand. Fire the saw up and we'll get going on this. As much as I would like to cut all this foliage away, I don't want to wreck all of this and make it look like junk. So I'm going to try to work the best I can around this foliage and keep it intact and drop the tree over so it still looks nice in here. This one I'm actually going to do a conventional so you guys can more easily see how to knock this half the wedge out. So to start your angle cut, just put your saw in. Kind of get a feeling for where you need to be. Your saw needs to be, I'll tilt my camera down. Your saw needs to be level. You don't want to tilt it down, you don't want to tilt it up. You want it nice and level. Put it at your angle you want to be at. It's digging in, and I'm going to check it one more time as I'm digging into this face cut to make sure it's still on course. I'm gonna have to pause you guys. I gotta go sharpen this thing up. I must have hit the bed of the trailer when I was working on some of that wood, because it definitely ate up some of these teeth. I'll be right back and then we'll get back to filming. All right, we got this saw sharpened back up and the raker's adjusted, so it should cut really good now. Didn't realize I hit some steel back there on another tree, and it was just cutting pretty bad on this. So anyway, should be cutting good now, and we'll start getting in here and getting this face out. In and this whole face will come out, but this is already broke free. So there's half your face out. Now all we got to do is work our way around the other half, and we got it out. Let's clean this up, make sure it's dialed in where I need it to be. That's good to go. So I don't want to really be in that brush over there, so what I'm going to do is just kind of guide my saw around and just look and kind of eyeball where I need to be over there. Probably pretty close. I have to get up a little bit of this brush. Take your axe and knock it out. That way you don't dig too deep. There you go. So this is this corner we got to work on here. That's it. the back cut, trying to keep it as level as possible. And this is where you got to cut up that opposite side completely, come back around to this side, which would be considered your high side. That would be your low side over there. So you'll see how I leave a lot of wood here, and then over there I'll cut it completely up, exactly where I want that hinge to be. I'll work my way back around and I'll cut this up. This will be my final task right here to get that hinge dialed in. Tries to sit back on you. Cedar, leave a little more than you would on a fir. Now we can start hammering wedges in. We can get to them. Brush is killing me over here. Sound good at all. Inside there, probably pretty rotten. Loosening up some of these wedges, so we're getting it to move where we want it to go. It's opened up probably an inch now. Now what we'll do, we'll cut out the heart of this a little bit. Just take some sweets in right in the middle. To help it go. We'll double up our wedges now. We'll put them right here to get a little more lift than what we had on the other side. So we got that one down. We gotta go limb that out now and get all the brush stage, and then I'm gonna take off out of here for the day.
The Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was. When there were no depths, I was brought forth, when there were no fountains abounding with water. Before the mountains were settled, before the hills was I brought forth, while as yet he had not made the earth, nor the fields, nor the highest part of the dust of the world. When he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the depth, when he established the clouds above, when he strengthened the fountains of the deep, when he gave to the sea his decree that the water should not pass his commandment, when he appointed the foundations of the earth, then I was by him, as one brought up with him, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him, rejoicing in the habitable part of his earth, and my delights were with the sons of men. Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. Hear instruction, and be wise, and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the posts of my doors. For whoso findeth me, findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death.